What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here in the shop. I've got a slew of dead batteries here out of my 18-wheeler that won't start. I had to boost it off the last load, and so I come back in and now it won't start at all. So these batteries are only 1.5 years old, so I want to see how many of them, if any of them, are any good. I did not have a good battery tester, so I bought this one here, made by Foxwell from Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link in the description for anybody that's interested. But we're going to check this thing out and see how it works. I've used the old kind, the metal box with a heater element in before, and they're not real accurate because they only usually load the battery to 100 cold cranking amps, and these batteries are right at 1,000 cranking amps, and so the battery can, be at like 600, and it would still show good on those because it was enough cranking amps left in the battery to show good. But actually, for what the battery capacity is, actually it's bad. This here will actually tell you the cold cranking amps of the battery. I don't know a whole lot about how it works. I hadn't researched it, but let's check these batteries out and see if it tells us what we need to know. Alright guys, I have not read any instructions on this as far as how to go through all the features on it and everything. I did hook it up and just kind of take a look-see at the screen already. It's showing a bad connection out there. That is not correct. Okay, so your connections are very important, but it's showing 12.9 volts. We're going to go ahead and mash enter, 12 volt system. It's out of vehicle. It's top post. It's a regular battery. We want to test cold cranking amps. These are 925. And it says that one's good. It's got 865. It's rated at 9.25, so that one tests good. So we're going to go ahead to the second one here. It seems like it gets better connection on the lead part than it does on the terminal for some reason. That one's a 12.89, basically the same thing as the other one. And there's some other menus in here, but it'll kind of ask you what it needs to know on the test based off the battery voltage or whatever. That one's saying it's measured 997, it's rated at 925. That one's a 10.7, so it's definitely going to tell us that one's bad, I'm sure. And I tried to charge this one because it was low when I pulled it out, and I tried to charge it. I guess it don't even have enough power to power the battery tester. The voltage steadily dropping off on it. Yeah, 8.46 volts, 17 cranking amps. That's not going to work. One good thing I do like about this is you can test multiple batteries that you cannot do with the other load type too, because it overheats if you try to test several in a row like this. That one's showing voltage but no cranking amps. So I got two good batteries and two bad batteries. I have this other battery right here on the floor as well that is supposed to be good. Right there, we're going to go ahead and test it while we're at it. This is an older battery that I had sitting on the shelf over there that I'd saved that I thought was good whenever I changed them last time. 12.86 volts roughly. No, hopefully the camera's picking this up. Out of vehicle, top post, regular, old cranking amps. $906. This is actually a 950 cranking out battery instead of a 9 1/4, but close enough. It's still above 900 cranking amps, so that's a good battery. So I'll use that one plus these other two. That'll give me 3. I've got one more sitting on the floor over here that is not really that great. We'll go over here and test it anyway. All right, guys, this is the other battery I had. This is from the last time I changed batteries as well. Like I say, I don't think it's that good, but it may have a little juice in it here. We'll see what this thing shows. Ain't got a good connection there. There we go, got a good connection on it now. It's pretty important. I don't know exactly how this thing tests, but it's something to do with electrical current, I think. And so it's very important to make sure you have a good connection on the battery. It's showing 1271, 12-volt system, we're out of vehicle. It's a top post, it's a regular, cold cranking amps. We'll just bump this up to 950 because it's actually what this particular battery is. And we'll take a look-see. And now it's asking another question it hadn't asked before. It's wanting to know, is this battery below or above 0 degrees Celsius? I'm not sure if we can change that to Fahrenheit or not. Maybe not. Maybe you can, I just don't know how to do it. Either way, some of you guys know the Celsius degrees over the Fahrenheit, but anyway, we go by Fahrenheit down here in Louisiana, so, but anyway, it's above 0 degrees Celsius. So we got 686 cold cranking amps, which means this battery is bad, but this battery would actually probably test good on one of the load testers, like I say, the metal box with the heating element in it kind of deal, that load test. It would probably show good because they only pull 100 amps, most of them, unless you have a fancier one. And so it would probably show good because you have almost 700 cold cranking amps available. So it would just be testing like a smaller battery, even though this battery rated at 950 is technically bad, but it would show good on one of those other style testers. And that's why that I never had one, but so I've used them before and figured out they wasn't real accurate. But this one here seems to do pretty decent, except for it seems to be very picky on the connection issues when you hook it to the battery, making sure you have a really good connection. So again, I don't know how the thing works, but it seems to be telling me what I need to know. So that means I got to go buy some batteries. Anyway, guys, I get to go buy some batteries now. I thought I'd show you the case that this comes with. It comes with this little sleeve around the case. This is actually the case. This will test charging system as well. If you do an in-the-vehicle test on a normal car, you can't really do it on an 18-wheeler because it's made. This thing is made to test one battery at a time and not a bank of batteries at a time. But it will test up to 2,000 cold cranking out batteries. So if you have like an 8D size battery in a solar system or on a a D8 bulldozer or whatever you're working on, it will test a single batteries up to 2,000 cold cranking amps. And it tests multiple rating systems, whether it be cold cranking amp or just cranking amps or any of those other ratings that you see that you know what mean in your area. It'll test that, and it also has a thing where you turn your headlights on and turn them off, and it'll kind of load test it. But it seems to be pretty accurate using the way I did, just out of the vehicle, went ahead and pulled them out and charged them, make sure they had a good charge, and tested them that way. But this is a nice little carrying case and instructions and everything that they send with it. And so far it seems to be a pretty good little investment. So if you want to if you're interested in something like that, you take a look on affiliate link I put in the description. Take a look on Amazon, check it out if you have a need for one of these. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.